Good with the people, man. What's good with the people, man? You know what I'm talking about? It's your partner, man. Who? It's your partner, man. You know what I'm talking about? How's y'all doing on this? What I said was, man. Faults. You know what I'm talking about? Faulty flaws Friday. You say faulty flaws Friday. Yo, faulty flaws Friday, man. What you talking about? We gonna get into it, but before we do that, what's good? People like hee ha ha. You know what I'm talking about? Ken in the pen, man. All my folks incarcerated, all my folks who ain't, man. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on the top of that thing. I had tissue on my face. On top of that thing, man. Keep that head up, you know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it. To get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Did I say Ken in the pen, man? I don't know, but if I didn't, go get that stick up in stores now, man. You go get you some off 76 MacArthur Johns. Look, is what I'm talking about. 82nd Hillside Barbershop. You know what I'm talking about? They say somebody putting them in their stores in the hundreds. Thank you, young man. You know what I'm talking about? Now, you know what I'm talking about, because I tell you every morning, just in case you don't watch me, or you don't watch me, you can come get them from me. You know what I'm talking about? Sprinkler system on you. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about, man? Also in stores. Funkadide trying, you know what I'm talking about. Make sure you go get you one. But if all else fails, and I mean if all else fails, man, make sure you go get you one off of Amazon. What's that swing that finger, young man? Worldwide IMC. You know what I'm talking about? Come on with it, man. Worldwide Incorporated, man. Come on with it, man. Worldwide. You know what I'm talking about? You say, what does that mean, bro? I'm gonna say, hey, it means everybody. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, you know what I'm talking about? Everybody included, man. You know what I'm talking about? Where was we at? Now let's get through these disclaimers. But before we do that, my mama always said, boy, breast and whiskers when you on TV, boy. You know they ain't got no hole no more. I'm back. You know what I'm talking about? Almost forgot. Coffee Chronicles, classic roast. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Now let's get through these disclaimers, man. Now, good brother like myself, man, I don't promote no drug usage. No. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, I don't promote no drug sellage. No. You know what I'm I don't promote no alcohol consumption. No. Me, man, I don't promote. I don't take a sip of the sip. You know what I'm talking about? No. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, man, I don't promote no crime. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no violence. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no domestic violence. Keep your hands off the people. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Don't. You know what I'm talking about? Promote. You know what I'm talking about? No. Negativity. You know what I'm talking about? No. Man, me, man, I don't promote shit. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me. I don't promote shit. You know what I'm talking about? No, man, me, man. All I promote is y'all go ahead and do what you're going to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we just don't know how much of it we got. You know what I'm talking about? But a good brother like myself, man, I'm not prejudiced. Mm-mm. Good brother like me, man, I ain't got nothing against the sexually different. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, I ain't got nothing against the little people. Me, man, I ain't got nothing against nobody. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking to me. I just love me some everybody. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna quit. You know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace. You know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? That love. You know what I'm talking about? That love. Back to YouTube community, man. You with me? Come on over here, man. Fuck with your partner. Hey, man, check it out. Come fuck with a nigga one time. You know what I'm talking about? Man, what's good with the people? How's y'all doing out there, man, on these faulty flaws Friday? You say faulty flaws Friday, man. What you talking about, bro? We gonna get into it. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna get into it. Shout out to all the bald head bitches with hair on their chin. God damn. I see you, bitch. Fuck. You know what I'm talking about? You say faulty flaws. What you talk about, man? Y'all ain't gonna like this one right here, man. You say, why you ain't gonna like this one right here, man? Because this one right here is featuring the church people. You say featuring the church people. Leave the church people alone, bro. Leave the church people alone, bro. Leave the church people alone, bro. Oh, man, listen, man. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say what needs to be said, man. You know what I'm talking about? I know y'all just can't wait to fuck with me. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna be right here though when that time comes. I know you can't just you can't wait to fuck with me. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna be right here when that time come, man. You know what I'm talking about? But listen to this one right here, man. On this Faulty Flaws Friday, man. Now, this one right here is specifically for the church people. You say, well, don't get the bothering the church people, bro. No, for real, man. Just on some real shit. Because, like I say, man, I know a lot of church people, you know what I'm talking about, in the real world. You know what I'm talking about? But y'all listen to this right here, man. Because it's fucked up, man. And this is why I don't be liking, and I ain't got no problem with the real church people. You believe in God and all that shit, man. Shout out. I have no problem with y'all, man. I believe in God. I have no problem with I don't have problems with the church people. But this is what I'm saying right here, man. When I'm getting a good eye on, you know what I'm talking about? Is you church people. It's like this in the real world. It's like this on this computer, man. It's just like this everywhere in the world when it comes to them good church people. Man, you the main hypocrites. Now, I know you want to tell me I'm a hypocrite and all this shit, but y'all the main hypocrites, man. Coffee Chronicles. You say, bro, why is the church people the main hypocrites? Because y'all arguments varies. Because when a motherfucker fucking with you or something, you know what I'm talking about? We quick to use all this Bible mumbo jumbo. You know what I'm talking about? How only God could judge me and all this shit right here. And God say don't do this. We quick to use that when we trying to make a point in the argument. But then we turn around as supposed to be church people. You know what I'm talking about? We turn right around, man, and we keep up all the mess. You get what I'm saying? We do all the judging. You know what I'm talking about? We spew all the hatred. We spew all the hate. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm just saying, hey, church people, if y'all supposed to be leading the way with the example of God and all that, man, how is it that the church people being the biggest mess against each other? Now, you already see it be a lot of mess out here. You know what I'm talking about? And them just regular people. You know what I'm talking about? And to keep it real, man, you would just expect that out of regular people. You get what I'm saying? But a motherfucker, a self-proclaimed church person, you wouldn't expect that behavior out of them. You wouldn't expect the average church person to be out here acting like the everyday people. You just wouldn't, man. Because you just, for some reason, probably because they didn't told you, you know what I'm talking about, they a person of God. You get what I'm saying? It just be like you be expecting more out of a man or a woman of God. You get what I'm saying? It's just like you might be expecting more. You know what I'm talking about? Up out of them. Nephew says, "Oh man, oh lady." Nephew says, "Oh man, oh lady." What you say, bro? Oh lady. You know what I'm talking about? You just might be expecting more out of them. You know what I'm saying? Because it just seemed like because y'all always putting it out there. Like, since you the person of God or whatever, like, that makes you a better person than everybody else out here, man. So it would just seem like you wouldn't be doing that because you've already self-proclaimed yourself as better than everybody. You know what I'm talking about? So I know you're not over there, you know what I'm talking about, stooping to that level. Church people, man. Faulty Flaws. Because I seen and it's crazy because I seen an argument last night between two supposed to be church people. You get what I'm saying? And I just didn't understand it. I didn't understand all the is vigor the right word? But I didn't understand how these two people that's supposed to be people of God, all the insults and shit that came. I just didn't understand that because and I'm gonna tell you what you church people good for. And I ain't got nothing but love for all y'all. But don't let it be a skinny church person and a big church person. Because the skinny church person, they gonna call that big church person fat as a motherfucker. You know, like out of the church people, bro, y'all like teasing like big people. You know how many church people I done heard, man. I'm talking about real life computer, all this shit in the last week. I done heard church people, I done heard at least, I'm gonna say 6 different church people call a motherfucker fat. And I get it, you know what I'm talking about? Because I'll call a motherfucker fat quick as a motherfucker, fat face and everything. Oh man, I cap on you, you know what I'm talking about? I will roast you, I will, you get what I'm saying? So I get it, but I also don't self-proclaim myself as a church person, and you ain't supposed to be judging people and all that. I also don't fly that banner, you get what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna come around this motherfucker and call you old big face, fat face ass nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Big face, fat face ass nigga. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna come around and say some shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? I am. But it just kills me on this Faulty Flaws Friday, man. And this one right here is specifically for the church people. You get what I'm saying? You know, anybody can take this advice if you want to. You know what I'm talking about? See, this is what you gotta realize. This is what I realize. You ain't gotta realize shit. You know what I'm talking about? So let me rephrase that. Man, you guys should be a goddamn nigga. Everybody on this motherfucker, bruh, been through something. You get what I'm saying? Everybody on this God-given green earth, bruh, been through something, bruh. Everybody got flaws. Everybody got faults. Some people flaws is worse than the other ones. Some people, you know what I'm talking about? Like you might have a motherfucker that didn't, I don't know, motherfucker accident or something. Motherfucker didn't, killed a child or something. You know what I'm talking about? Like anything could happen, bruh. You get what I'm saying? But this is just what I thought. I was under the belief of whatever you went through, as long as like you really felt empathy inside yourself for like, I thought you could get over that, man. Yeah, that's just what I thought. You get what I'm saying? Because I thought God grace was on everybody, man. I did. I thought God arm was around everybody. I did. I thought we was all God's people. That's just what I thought. And I just, for the life of me, I can't understand in the real life and on this computer. And it don't matter what app you go to on this computer. Whether it's a Twitter app on this motherfucker, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. It don't matter where you go. You're going to have 2 or 3 self-proclaimed church congregations arguing with each other, man. And I just don't get, if we all up under the banner of God, how do we, and us as church people, you know what I'm talking about, what we like to do, that the faulty flaws, you know what I'm talking about? As church people, that's what we like to do, you know what I'm talking about? And church people, y'all be fighting like on some real shit. Y'all be hitting lower between the belt than these motherfuckers you be seeing out here arguing, bro. The church people be hitting low, below the belt, bro. Cause all this last week, and this is what I mean by that. And this is how we even got to the faulty flaws. Man, if you've been living, there's a good chance that you done been through a gang of shit, bro. Especially if you old. It's a good chance that you done been through hella shit, bro. You know what I'm talking about? It's a good chance that it might have been some alcohol abuse, some drug addiction, you know what I'm talking about? Some domestic violence. It might have just been you might have been through your fair share of shit, bro. But if you have redeemed your motherfucking self and you done moved out of that apartment, bro, you know what I'm talking about? You in a different space. This is with the church people, man. Y'all good for this. Y'all here below the belt. Every church person on the scene arguing with all that mess and shit, bruh. The first thing y'all do, bruh, is go to a motherfucking history, folks. Y'all want to tease a motherfucker about their drug addiction. You want to tease a motherfucker about their alcoholism. You want to tease a motherfucker about their obeseness. Just any faulty flaws you can find in the motherfucker. And I seen a motherfucker here below the belt on this one, bruh, because they was talking about how a motherfucker, when they was going through something, they lost their kids. Man, y'all be out of pocket with that shit, folks. Y'all do, bro. Y'all don't, like, y'all just be running y'all mouth, bro. And I'm surprised more of y'all just ain't got y'all ass whooped. I am. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Church people, I'm surprised. I'm surprised when you let that shit come up out your mouth. I'm surprised a motherfucker done slapped the motherfucking skin off your tongue. That's some real shit, bro. If we people of God, what does any of that matter, bro? If only God could judge us. Coffee Chronicles. If only God could judge us, bro. Why are we always screaming that shit out? And this one right here ain't even for the regular people. It's for the church people. Because as I live, I don't know about nobody else. As I live, the church people, they regularly remind me that they closer to God than I am. You know what I'm talking about? They constantly remind me of this, how closer they are to God than I am. You know what I'm talking about? Coffee Chronicles. And I just don't be getting with all this self-proclaimed churchness and I'm the best Christian in the world and all this shit and God only loves me and you know what I'm talking about, God only looks out for me. I don't understand how we self-proclaim ourselves these best people, but then when it comes to our actions, man, we demonstrate something totally opposite. We don't demonstrate no kind of godly doings. Yeah, we don't be yeah, we don't be on no kind of godly doings. You know what I'm talking about? We be on the gang of godly sayings. You know what I'm talking about? But godly doings, we don't really be living like that. We don't. We like to rehearse shit about that Bible, I guess, to make so people could perceive us as holy. Because if you get to saying anything about that good motherfucking Bible, you will automatically get put in the category. I told you that's why I don't like religion. You know what I'm talking about? Because you could just fly. I could just come around this motherfucker and say I'm a Christian. I could be a serial killer, bro. But as soon as I say I'm a person of God, bro, I'm gonna be accepted. Even though every service I'm in back of the church looking at everybody, judging everybody, talking about everybody. They think they the shit because they just got their income tax. I know everything about everybody. You know what I'm talking about? Inside that church be worse than this computer. And not all of them. You know what I'm talking about? But in my lifetime, I've seen more bad representation of godly people than I have of seen good. You know what I'm talking about? And I done been around the world talking about some churches just like y'all have. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know how them churches be taking them trips and shit. Church had your ass everywhere, huh? You been had to go sing in Nebraska or something. They invited the church. The church got an invitation, huh? You know what I'm talking about? And guess what? That's that week everybody gonna have to put something extra, a little bit extra in the plate because they didn't invited us. Hey, y'all think it's crazy as a motherfucker, man. Even the church people. You also straight out of comic book, man. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Hey, what'd you say, bro? Old lady. Hey, you know what I'm talking about, man? But this one right here just for the church people, man. You know what I'm talking about? This one right here just for the church people. Actually, I'm pretty, look at me and say, but, shout out to the community, man. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody out in this bitch. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to the community, man. Everybody in this bitch. You feel me? Because, like, y'all might not think so, bro, but, we run this shit. We do. As a whole, bro, we run this shit. So it's however we gonna put this shit together. It's how it's gonna look. You feel what I'm saying? So whatever we come up and decide as a group, you know what I'm talking about? Even though we don't be talking to each other like that, but whatever direction we decide as a group to go in, that's the direction we gonna go in, bro. That's why I'm telling you, we could flip this shit totally around and still be the same people. It might take a little longer, but we could do it. But the church people, man, on this Faulty Flaws Friday, man, y'all need to cut it out, man. Cause I just seen something and I realized this can't be the church people. And I'm just sitting back and I got to thinking about my years of the church. You get what I'm saying? And all the shit I never, and it's been the same shit for years, bro. And I just don't get how. We supposed to be over here about God. How has it been the same mess with inside the church all these years? From the moment I've been little to now that I'm big. How is it the same bullshit? Yeah, this one right here from my church people. Somebody please tell me. How is it the same bullshit? How is it that you can get mad? And when you get mad, I don't know what these people did to make you mad, but somehow for it's supposed to be the godly people. The church people is always angry at somebody, bruh. The church people is always up here mad at somebody pointing somebody else out. I ain't lying to you, man. In the world, on the computer, the church people is always mad at somebody. It's always somebody in that church that them church people mad at. You get what I'm saying? But what I don't get about the church person is, this is how we get the Faulty Flaws Friday. You know what I'm talking about? Because this is a prevalent thing in today's society. Is when y'all get mad at each other. If you're a person of God, how is it the first thing off your motherfucking tongue is another motherfucker's flaws? Your motherfucking, how is that the first thing in the motherfucking, flaws? You get what I'm saying? feel me? How is that just the first thing? I don't get it. You feel me? How was that the first motherfucking thing, man? Is how. Cause every motherfucking like church person, I done seen get mad, folks. The first thing out their motherfucking mouth is when the person they arguing with the person, bro. The first thing about their motherfucking mouth is below the belt. As soon as the conversation get heated, bro, it goes straight into an insult. And I just don't get as church people, and we always just screaming. We, like I said, we be doing them godly sayings. We just don't be doing them godly doings. And like we get mad when we all cool. It's a sister this, brother that. You know what I'm talking about? It's peaceful talk. But the moment we get upset, the first motherfucking thing we do is come with the below the belt. You know what I'm talking about? Faulty flaws. The first thing we do is come with the below the belt. You get what I'm saying? So now, since we can't or since you done pissed me off and made me mad, y'all hear that? Since you done pissed me off and made me mad, now I'm finna hit you below the belt. I'm finna let everybody know you sitting up here or whatever we mad about, but I'm finna let everybody know about your drug addiction. You know what I'm talking about? You wanna, because most of the time they get to arguing about something not the Bible. That's what I noticed too. Every time y'all get into it is because y'all arguing because most of the time, and this ain't a lie, Mama say I'll never blow your nose on camera. It's because you trying to make the Bible verse mean one thing and the other person trying to make it mean something else. So both of y'all, it says what it says in the Bible, but somehow we came to two different meanings of what it said. You know what I'm talking about? And a lot of times I see that's how it break out. You know what I'm talking about, man? So we go from that right there to talking about your drug addiction or talking about you losing your kids or like that shit just below the belt, man. Faulty flaws. I'm sure everybody got some kind of fault or some kind of flaw in their background, but like if you I thought that's what life was about, man. Going through your mistakes, you know what I'm talking about, becoming a better person and all that shit right there. That's what I thought, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? That's what I thought. But I guess it don't mean that no more. You know what I'm talking about? When y'all got a hold of it, I guess that ain't what life is about no more. You know what I'm talking about? So anytime we get mad, and this is the cold part about it, anytime we feel some kind of way, we can go back to that same thing. So we could never like we just not gonna never let you let that down. You get what I'm saying? That's always on the table. You know what I'm talking about? That hitting below the belt. That's always gonna be on the table. You know what I'm talking about? So anytime we get mad or we get offended or anything right there, we could go back to your same fault, your same flaw. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, you wanna act like that now? You used to use drugs. Oh, you the same person that got your kid. You know everything now, but your kids didn't got. You know what I'm talking about? We could have doing all that shit right there. And if you ask me, I'm gonna say I'll never blow your nose on camera. Sorry, mama. You know what I'm talking about? Top of the world, mama. Top of the world. You know what I'm talking about? Top of the world. You know what I'm talking about? And if you ask me, man, that's just not godly. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, man, that just ain't godly. You know what I'm talking about? Because I just thought we all supposed to be in it together, man. But the faulty flaws Friday, man, with the church people, I just don't understand if we all flying under the banner of God, are we supposed to, and how we always end up bumping heads, then spewing out the hatred. But we supposed to be godly. But we can sit here, tease you, judge you, then we can jump right back into the scripture. You know what I'm talking about? That just don't seem godly to me. But what do I know? Only you. Capri and Forest fries. And with that one right there, man, if you don't remember nothing, you know what I'm talking about, always remember, it'll cost that just to show a little bit of that love.